and the second level of the Nordhavn 76. Everything is covered. You're not gonna see a lot of stuff. Basically, that's a sitting area for easy 6 people with a nice table. Those windows, the right one is for the captain quarters, pretty good stateroom. The left one is toilet and shower. It's a good full walk around. Fly bridge is up there. We're gonna go there after that. Portuguese bridge with the wing stations. Basically, you can see what kind of visibility you have. You can see everything. And you can drive from here. So you have the main, you have bow and stern thruster, and you have basically the steering, the lever. So you can swing the rudder left and right. Most of the time, you just put it in the middle and you run the thrusters. Same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4 wiper blades. This one's missing, waiting for the owner to show up with the wiper blade, but big box full of lines. The same driving station on the other side. Really nice, really safe Portuguese bridge. I mean, that's probably 1.20 meters, 1.30 meters, 4 feet, 3.5. Full walk around, like I said. And the bow, we'll have a big tender and a little juju. This one, I believe the big one is 115 Yamaha with, looks like 18 footer. This one most likely is 15 or 20 feet. A big crane right smack in the middle. I believe you can operate this crane left or right. So I'm pretty sure you can lift this dinghy and you can drop it on the left, or if you want to, you can drop it to starboard on the right. Typical 76. Everything is big, it's heavy. 2500, that's a big one. We have 2 anchor windlasses, 2500s Maxwell. On the starboard side is a, let me see, I believe it's a plow anchor. On the port side, it's the best anchor out there, ultra anchor. Really nice. Really nice, big heavy anchors. Manual switches. Independent windlasses. I believe those are hydraulic, both of them. You can use just one, or in a dead emergency, you can drop both of them. I don't know exactly how much chain we have, probably 450, 500 feet, even more. Have to talk to the owner, but we'll have plenty. As usual, it's a Nordhavn. So that's what the bow is. That's the view from the bow. A starboard dinghy, basically the big one to port, and starboard dinghy, the little one. I have to check it out how strong those are. Like I said, we have 10 hours to the ocean, plenty of time to play with those. To play with this, be sure that everything is nice and secure. Have to secure the crane. We'll have a good flare night vision, plus a nice searchlight. But first thing first, I will put my hillbilly headlights right over here. Want to be sure that we have a forward lights to be able to see the crab traps at night. A lot of times, especially this time of the year, we're gonna have a lot of crab traps, a lot of floats out there, and we want to avoid them. The only way pretty much is to use lights. You might see them on a nice and flat weather with a night vision, but nothing's gonna be nice and flat. It's gonna be bumpy outside, so I'll strap the lights. That's it from the bow of the 76. Coho ferry. It's going from Victoria to Port Angeles most likely. A beautiful Victoria. It's raining a little bit. Couple of beautiful boats. Actually, not just couple. This one is nice. I mean, big one. Nordhavns. Two Ocean Alexanders. One of them there. The other one right there. That's the 71 Nordhavn. Right next to it is 87 Offshore Bianca. I have on the delivery from California to here. And Bianca, familiar with the boat. That's a 63, which is really similar to the 60 that we have right next door. Yep. Another one's coming. Okay, let's see what you're gonna understand of all of this, but today is 13th, somewhere here. Plan is tomorrow morning, 6-7 o'clock in the morning, to be right here. We're in Victoria. We have to cross Juan de Fuca to Port Angeles, clear customs in the States, refuel the vessel, and run from Port Angeles to the corner nearby, roughly Tatush Island, roughly 50 miles. So this boat can cover that distance for like 5 hours. So, I mean 6. So around somewhere here, 3-4 afternoon, we'll have to push some weather, against some weather on the corner. The idea from there is to run all the way to Cape Blanco, little bit north of Northern California, roughly 330 miles, and hide all the way down in Crescent City, which is roughly 400 miles from here to Crescent City. With this boat, those are 50 hours. What the wind will do. So if we start from here, and this weather, we're gonna be somewhere to Tatush or a little bit north of Westport. The wind will start dying down. We'll start pushing right in between here, in between the weather, pushing more. Those 20 knots on the bow, it's not a problem for the vessel. We're really gonna use this no wind situation. Those are the first 24 hours. And after that, we're gonna have some fun with that system. we have to push against those 15 to 20. The fast and the south we go, the better. Those are the 48 hours. By this time, we're gonna have 15 feet of swell, means all of the bars from here all the way to here, everything will be closed. There is no place to hide, there is no place to stop, there is no place to go. If the owner decide, because if it's me, I will go. I've been more than 100 times, more than 150 times along the shore, but I have owner on board. If the owner decided there is a great idea to go against closed bars, as fast as possible, near bay, Tatouche, the corner basically, from there with the speed down to Cape Blanco, and 65-70 miles south of Cape Blanco is Crescent City, pretty much the only place on the west coast without river bar. Over there, it's an any day stop, any time stop. You don't have to calculate for currents, winds, swell, nothing. Just nice and easy, go in. But we have to be fast. If not, we're gonna have all this. I mean, we always can pull the throttle back and wait. But if we commit, if we decide to go, basically we'll have to deal with this. All of this. The transition between the south winds and the north-northwest. All of this system will bring pretty good size swell that will close all of the bars. So the other option is, and there is always another option, but yeah, stay and wait and wait and wait, and nobody, I don't trust any weather, late fall or early winter, any weather for more than 3 days ahead of the game. That deal 5 days from now will be beautiful. Good luck with that one. Those are, yeah, whatever. It can blow, whatever. Those are every 6 hours. I'm not jumping through days. I'm jumping through like 6 hours. Weather is changing like there is no tomorrow. You can time it. We're talking about 400 miles run. You need 50 hours, and the winds and the swell is changing like 3 times a day. You can see what's going on. Those are by hours. So stay and wait, not really an option. Again, the plan is tomorrow morning, Port Angeles, clear customs, run to the corner, from there with the speed, south of Cape Blanco, cover 400 miles to Crescent City, left turn and height. After it, we'll see. I don't have to even check what's going to be the weather in front of San Francisco, because that's 3 days from now. It can be anything. Nobody can tell what's going to be. They might try to guess, but usually the guess, especially winter time, is not really good one. So we'll see how this plan's going to work. The main engine has a pump, and the pump is strong enough to push the vessel, to maneuver the vessel easy. But for a better maneuvering, for better thrust, for more powerful thrusters, what they do, they hook up a pump to the get home engine.
To get home.
Yeah, so right now, before every maneuver, you fire up the get home, you disconnect the transmission from the get home, and you rev the get home to, like he said, like 1900 RPMs. So basically we're using the get home engine as a thruster pump in order to have more powerful thrusters. 50 horses bow, 35 horses I believe stern. So all of those, Kua Rene was the same boat, was 146 tons. Let's say 140 tons. This boat on pretty much 1800 RPMs on a get home engine with a full thrusters will go pretty much 3 knots sideways. You have absolutely no problems maneuvering with this one.
Nice.
A lot of people, they are getting intimidated by the size of the vessel. A 70 of a Nordhavn and 70 of a go fast vessel is completely different story. You walk to the bow of this one, you know, on the dock, and you see the bow and you go like, what the heck is that? It's a beefy 70 feet. And especially when you when you go to one of those and you've been on something a little bit more, how to say this thing, normal size, you know, not as a length, as a beam. The bow is huge over here, the powerhouse, everything is substantial. And a lot of people are getting concerned, oh, am I gonna be able to drive this one? It's just me and my wife, or how I'm gonna maneuver this? Oh, that's gonna be tricky. No, that's way easier than a 30-footer. Me, okay, I'm not a fisherman. Clear on the stern. See the tuck in the barge?
Yeah.
Tuck's right there. That's the stern tuck. Okay, I'll go and grab my...
Water right there. So there's shit in the water right there.
Yeah, I'll go and grab my flashlight. Cool.
I hate this. This thing turns the rudder.
Red one. Look what's going. Come and check it out. What's going on here? So you have the RPMs of the engine. You have coolant temperature, engine oil temperature, gear temperature, engine voltage, engine boost pressure, engine fuel pressure. From there, fuel over ground, fuel rate, fuel economy per mile, so you don't have to calculate what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So let's say I have 600 gallons, how many miles I can cover? There you go. Hydraulic oil pressure, hydraulic oil temperature, fluid level on the hydraulics, alternator, how hot the alternator is, basically how much load you're putting on the alternator. I mean, I'm not gonna go through everything because look what's going on. got boarded by the Custom Border Protection. Beautiful. Nice. Thank you guys. On a 1450, she's burning 8 gallons. And it's moving 8.1, which is easy 1-to-1. That's why I said that. Okay, it's nice and flat. That's the buoy. For some people that might say, oh, there is a current. Oh, there is not. So that's why I said that even with a speed of 8 plus knots, which is kind of like a hurry, faster speed, she still can cover 3,500 miles. I really want to see. I really want to take a picture of once we pull the throttle back to like 1100 RPMs. Right there, we are burning 0.66, let's say 0.7, let's say 5,000 miles range. So that's the difference between 8 plus knots, 8.1, 8.2, 8.5 at the moment. That's why I'm saying 8 plus knots. What she can do, you see those crab traps? Yeah. So 8 plus knots, she can do 1-to-1, 8.5. If you drop down to 7, she can do 5,000 miles, which is 0.7 on this vessel. Easy 5,000 miles. That's why I said that easy 3,500 when you're in a hurry, which is 8.5. Again, 8.4. That's the burn. There we go. Gotta love it. the fuel return. Some mistake was made in the past. And just zip tie all of the valves, so there is no way somebody to close them. This one is a wing engine. It's returning there directly into his own tank, so don't need it here. Main engine is all the way to port, and the 3 generators. So right now you can move them. From here you can choose which tank to draw from, and you can choose which tank to return to which tank. So we might have to open this one, the supply tank, just to be sure that we have a place to return, a tank to return to, and be sure that this one is returning. Oh, I can see 2 from the day tank, and the left one will be from the engine return. Yep, there you go. That's for the get home engine, for the wing engine. Refueling the port tank, which is 1400 gallons. After that, we're gonna refill the forward tanks because they're completely empty, and the current owner of this vessel never use them, so we don't know what's the fuel quality in there. Most likely the fuel is absolutely clean, but we don't play with them most likely. We want to be sure, so we're gonna fill them up. We're gonna run the boat for like 30 hours, 40 hours, and after that we'll transfer the forward tanks through the fuel polishing system back into the day tank. Okay, engine room. Now we're talking about real life numbers. Like I said, on a fast run, on 1450 RPMs, that boat will burn 1 to 1 and will move 8.5 knots. 8.3, 8.5. It depends. She was kind of like light, just because we have just 1600 gallons of fuel on board out of almost 4000. And again, I didn't calculate every one of those. I'm calculating pretty much this, and this, which is the 1400s plus the 600. So this boat has close to 4000 gallons of fuel. And if we drop it down to 1150, which is kind of like a cruising RPMs on a long run, she will burn 0.66, okay, 0.7 gallons per mile with the fuel that she carry, 5,000 miles run, 5,000 miles range. On a fast run, 3,500. Do the Italian tune-up once in a while, every 24 hours.
The
Italian tune-up, drive it like a stolen for 3 to 5 minutes. So right there, the turbo will kick up, will burn all the carbon out of the exhaust. You know, it's like those Mercedes, direct injections and stuff like that. They do this in the factory, in the dealership.
Yeah.
Punch them, because you can't really drive them on the freeway.
Yes.
Punch them just to blow up the exhaust.
Yeah.
This engine, again, is designed for like 80, 90, 100% load.
Yeah.
We are running 25 to 30%.
Load. Yeah.
And
Go.
8,000 hours, like I said, is a good year of a working boat.
Oh,
A
absolutely.
work boat is 1 year, 8,000 hours.
Yeah.
So imagine this engine that is designed for a work boat to start towing barges between here and Hawaii.
60,000 hours.
Exactly. That's 1 year of this engine. And some people, they go, oh, you have 8,000 hours on the engine. Yeah, 1 year on a work boat. And the work boat will work like 80, 90% load. Here we're loading this one to like 35%.
Yep, absolutely.
And after that, people go like, they're so reliable. Yes, they are. And one of the reasons is exactly this. We don't use them for what they're designed for. This is a pleasure craft engine. It's like putting a tractor engine on a normal car. What are you doing? Can you load it? No.
Right, no,
Are you
you
working with it? No. What are you doing? I'm going to Starbucks with it. Good luck with that one. Same thing
Exactly.
over here.
Yeah.
We're gonna get this boat out there. We're gonna push to like 1350, and whatever the load is, 35 to 40%,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
And in a 5 days or 6 days, we will be done with this delivery.
Oh, totally.
6 days for a work boat is like 1 week.
1 week.
1 week. After that, this boat might stay in California for a month. Which work boat stays somewhere for a month without
Nowhere,
working?
no.
So
Every morning.
that's why those are beautiful. I mean, one of the reasons is that we just don't use them for what they're designed for.
Yeah.
They put those really strong, beautiful, commercial type of engines on a pleasure craft.
Yeah.
They work basically forever. Clean fuel, no hard acceleration, normal temperature, normal load.
Because this is how many liters? That's like 9 liters or what?
Yeah, it's a
Right.
big one. I mean, it's a 6-cylinder, but look at the size of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this Giulio, the Get Home engine basically is a 4-cylinder and it's the size of a 3 Honda Civics. I have to check exactly how many liters is this, but you're the car guy. $525 horses.
So
Man.
in the US, it's a 6.6 liter.
6.5 liters. Yeah.
And the first big tune-up or the first major tune-up is at 10,000 hours or 10 years.
Exactly. And how old this boat is?
Oh my
15,
God,
16, 17?
15.
See
yeah.
what I'm saying? That none of us will be alive by the time somebody break this engine. None of us. We're talking about like 20 years of a normal cruising before the first, and it's not even overhaul. We're talking about like valves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Easy. I mean, easy 10,000 hours. And 10,000 hours is a lot.
It's a lot.
I'm driving 55 Fleming. The owners are cruising and active cruising. At some point they went 3 years in Alaska. The boat has 12,000 hours on it. It's a 19 years old boat last time I touched it.
12,000 hours. That's 2 cats.
3208 Caterpillar engines.
The old ones.
But yeah, the old
Yes,
ones, the
yes.
3208s, the good old engines. So what I'm saying is, by the time you get to 10,000 hours on some of those boats, you will be
cruised a
old.
lot.
You will be old.
You will be old. Absolutely true.
You will be old. I mean, if you don't have idea of non-stop cruising, like let's go around the world, we're gonna spend 3 days here, 3 days here, 3 days here, because a lot of people, the normal cruising is they go in Mexico and they stay 5 months in Mexico.
Yes.
After the season, they fire up
Yes.
and they go in Alaska
Come on,
and they
Alaska.
stay in Alaska for 5 months. But they're not underway all the time.
Yeah.
It's not like this season we'll have to cross this ocean, and in the fall we'll have to cross that ocean, and in the winter we'll have to cross that ocean. They're not crossing anything. They're
Yeah.
crossing from one anchorage to another. So right there, those 10,000 hours is like years and years and years. And even after 10,000 hours, this label over there is for an engine that actually is working.
It's working.
Working on what the engine is designed for. Here, this engine is sleeping half of the time.
Yeah.
1100 RPMs, load 32%. What are we burning? 4 gallons an hour. And that's a joke for this. It's like a driving empty 18-wheeler, just the cabin downhill
Just
on the
go
freeway.
Downhill, yes. Off the gas, just coasting.
Exactly. So that's why one of the reasons those to run forever. I mean, forever.
Great.
And the fuel dock in Port Angeles. Refueling the gas tank for the dinghies. Has her own gas tank for that dinghy. This thing has a external fuel tank, correct? Yeah, the big one.
It has an internal.
Internal. This one is the external fuel tank. Yep. Good to go. Rowing station.
Yep. Have a good trip.
Well, just 15 minutes after Port Angeles. Juan de Fuca. Weather is nice, flat for right now. I mean, we still have 50 miles to open ocean. Just refuel. Boat is absolutely full on fuel, even the forward tanks. I put like 1,700 gallons of fuel, 18. And right now running 1450 RPMs with some head current. So we're close to 1-to-1. I mean, she's doing like 7 knots, burning 7 gallons. We're gonna be slow from here to Juan de Fuca, but we'll see how everything goes. We just have to be fast to get from here up to Northern California. Those are 400 miles roughly open ocean, which means that we kind of like have to push it in order to avoid a bad weather that is coming. The weather forecast is for like no wind tonight, and tomorrow afternoon 15 to 20 knots on the bow. Just gonna plow through. That's not a problem for this vessel. I mean, we're gonna be a little bit slow and we might have to use the wiper blades, the wipers, but other than that, 20 knots and 10 feet swell and whatever, it's a joke for this boat. Complete joke. So that's why we're brave. I mean, with some of the boats, just don't want to push that much. Don't want to, some people call it beat the boat. This boat, the foredeck will be wet. And we'll install a new wiper blade, one of them. So we're ready. We'll see how everything goes. In 50 hours, we'll have to be in Crescent City, which is any day stop, any weather stop, any time of the day stop. We don't have to calculate for tides, currents, slack water, high tide, anything like that. It's the only place without a river bar entrance, so we can run easy. We can run without calculating when exactly we have to be there. Boat is nice, no problems, no issues, nothing to this moment. Now, the little thing is, the reality is that the owner never been with this boat in open ocean. I've never been with this boat in open ocean. So we'll see how the steering is working, how the autopilot is reacting, how the stabilizers are working, the cooling for the hydraulics and everything else. But that's gonna be 6-7 hours from now. Easy breezy, I hope. We don't have a lot. I hope for a semi-okay weather for 30 hours, and right there we're gonna kill like 60-70% of the distance that we'll have to go. So even if we get into some weather, it's gonna be like 10-15 hours of a 20 to 30 knots of wind, which is whatever. That's easy. That's easy. In a delivery way. Does not need to be pretty, but needs to work. So that's the situation right now. One fender here is securing the ice box. The gun case over there that I'm keeping my lights on, underneath couple of fenders. All of the chairs, cushions are here. The cable for the hillbilly headlights. Everything is strapped, secured, ready for some weather. We're not gonna have a lot of following seas, but we might get something on the bow, some swell. And in a week from now, the weather forecast is for like 50 plus knots. So a week from now, we're gonna be below the weather. We might have to time it somewhere around San Francisco, a little bit lower than San Francisco, but that's another game. First thing first, let's get to San Francisco area. After that, we'll think about it, what needs to be done, how needs to be done there. For now, we're dealing with the first part of the trip. Basically, this trip is pretty much 5 different stages. The first one is from here to the ocean, which has nothing to do with the open ocean. That thing is not an open ocean. We have Canada to starboard, most likely you can see it, and US to port. 45 miles away is the ocean. Here we might have a little bit of swell, but nothing major. And the ocean is a different story. Second stage is from Nia Bay, which is the corner, upper left corner of the States, down to Cape Blanco, which is 350 miles. From there is the third stage, Cape Blanco to Mendocino. It's like 150 miles. That can be completely different weather. Mendocino down to San Francisco, Point Reyes is another stage. Point Reyes down to Conception is another one. And the last run is Conception to any place in Southern California, which is, again, a joke. A lot more traffic, a lot more buoys, a lot more little boats, shipping lanes and stuff. But as a weather, yeah, nothing. 15, 20, 25, which is a weather for certain boats, 25 knots. But if over there is blowing 25, up here is blowing 50 plus. So we'll see how everything goes. Again, full on fuel. If we pull the throttle back down to like 1150 RPMs, she'll start moving like, she'll slow down to 7 knots. But we'll have enough fuel to cover more than 45, even 5,000 miles, which means that we can go directly from here. Very next stop can be Seattle, or Seattle is 100 miles away, or we can drop it down to Panama. Panama is, what was it, 3,000, 4,000, 4,200 miles. Easy with this boat, but we just have to pull the throttle back. We're not on a long-range delivery. We're on a short run. Right now, the idea is 50 hours. In 50 hours, the weather will change. So the idea is 50 hours from now to be in a safe place. That's why we're running 1450 with the idea to get there, not the idea to save some fuel. She's gonna burn 100 gallons more, but whatever it is, you gotta do what you gotta do.